How's everyone doing out there? This is W.F.S, your doctor, and I'm coming to you not talking about a pop culture issue, but it can affect our pop culture, our film industry, and just basically it affects our whole country. So that's why I'm bringing this to you. U.S. diesel supplier warns businesses to prepare for shortages, higher prices for consumers. Companies suggest being aware of tank levels and not panic buying fuel. Fuel supplier Mansfield Energy is taking steps to prepare for a diesel shortage on the East Coast of the United States, issuing an advisory to businesses that rely on the fuel to plan rather than panic. Last week, Mansfield Energy raised a red flag on the upcoming diesel fuel shortage in the southeastern region of the United States, speculating it could be from poor pipeline shipping economies and a historical low supply reserve. On a normal day, the East Coast market will have 50 million barrels in storage, but right now there are less than 25 million barrels available. A tight diesel supply will force price to go up, which will eventually make it too expensive for some people. The company said in a press release on Monday, high prices will bring demand back down enough that it balances with limited supply. Mansfield warns that the U.S. economy level consumers may feel pain at the pumps, but for businesses that rely on diesel for operations, supply will still be available. That's not to say that there will not occasionally be a situation where it is truly physical lack of product, the company said. Some critics might run dry on diesel for a few days, at least at the terminal level. But fuel supply chains is dynamic and suppliers will rally to fill in any gaps in supply. Okay, I have a question. With this coming out now, don't these companies talk to the federal government, and doesn't the federal government talk to these companies? Especially since winter is coming up and diesel is going to be more in demand. Someone somewhere, to me, is dropping the ball, and only 25 days before this is supposed to hit, we find out about this. Earlier in the day, on the way home, I found a radio station reporting on this, and they were saying there was only a 25-day supply left. 25 days. Now, that may be an over-exaggeration. I mean, I don't see this article talking about that, but I have not read further down. But still, where's our government? Where are the leaders of our country in all this? How the hell did something like this happen without someone at top taking steps? Unless, of course, we're playing politics with people's lives rather than taking the steps necessary to secure our economy, our infrastructure. It just seems like politics as usual, and oh gee, look what happens. For companies that do not have large storage tanks on site and instead rely on fueling off locations, the fleet could be out of commission of their fuel suppliers as their fuel suppliers run out of fuel. Mansfield said companies can reduce the risk of being out of commission by issuing emergency fleet cards that give access to fuel in a trackable way or consider installing a small tank for emergency fuel. Retail consumers should expect to see widespread fuel stations with bags over the pumps, the company said. It may happen on a rare occasion, and when it does, you'll be sure to hear it in the news. But in general, retailer stations will find supply and stay running. Higher prices will simply get passed on to the consumer. Of course they will. But again, even though this is not gasoline, this is diesel, it is still an issue, and there is no reason why this should be in the situation it is. Why? are the supply chains so low? Is it because of the war with Russia? Is it because of other issues like political agendas? Who knows? But the bottom line is they knew this was coming. I'm telling you, someone somewhere knew this was coming, and they just didn't want to say anything. Well, I just wanted to get the word out there to all of you who rely on diesel that this is heading your way. So tell me what you think about this. Please comment below. And if you like what you see here, click the like and subscribe button, please. I'm W.F.S, your doctor. And until next time, my friends, God bless.